another assault of the keep. Um, if you're, I don't know, can I do like a perception check on why he's trying to keep pushing us into this situation and not go and find us some fucking help? I mean, this is for his people, right?
Yeah,
He
you
might
can
just.
So,
you can roll insight if you want to see if he's trying to deceive you in some way.
He might.
Bernie,
I don't know. He might just be confident in our abilities, considering all the help that we've been able to give him.
yeah.
But I mean, it wouldn't hurt to roll perception.
Can we all roll insight, Dave?
Or
Because
Yeah, if you guys
Burnsy's
want
really
to.
good. Burnsy's insight's probably the best. Actually, Sephiroth, your insight's probably okay, right? Oh.
I think it's wisdom based, isn't it?
Oh, then maybe that's Bushman. Oh, 13. All right, here's Chugs. Oh, I critted.
So yeah, Chugs, while you're talking to him, you pretty much surmise what Bernsey was saying is that he seems very confident in what you guys showed them earlier in saving lots of their townspeople in the midst of that army. You know, they were here, they were raiding, you know, they were on the offensive, and you guys still, you know, went and saved people from the sanctuary. You scared off the dragon somehow, and stood up to to one of their leaders. So he's just, you know, he just looks at you guys as if you could tackle anything, and he's just concerned about the people that are there, and getting them out quickly.
What time of night is it right now?
It's probably about, I'd say around 1 in the morning, 12 or 1.
All right,
Almost the
so
same
if
time it is now in reality.
if we hustle back, we can still make it and do what we need to do under the cover of dark.
Yeah, you could still hurry back and get
Um,
there while it's dark, yeah.
All right, so I guess I'll tell Nihil, like, I mean, it was great what we managed to do, but that was also in a town that was broken up by buildings and trails and points of interest. But this is an open camp, so if something goes wrong, it's not going to be good for us, and it's not going to be good for any prisoners that we can't free or that fall behind. So maybe we'll talk to the group, because he's kind of picking up on what Burnsy's thinking. If he kind of wants to hear what Burnsy's kind of.
Okay.
I think if we play it smart, and I'm really, we've seen on almost every encounter the difference between and kind of tensions between the kobolds and the cultists and then the raiders, you know. And I think that there's a chance if we get into a confrontation, that with, you know, if we offer gold or something like that, or we talk them into it, we could possibly have them look the other way while we sneak out with the prisoners. I really think that that's a possibility.
That's interesting, because Dave did mention that the kobolds are on one side of the camp, and then all the humans are elsewhere.
Right.
So maybe there's still that division that you could spark something somehow.
How tall is a kobold on average?
They're a small creature, so they're on par with you, Bernsey. They're pretty short.
All right. So here's what I'm thinking. I have a. Okay. My deception isn't great. My persuasion is awesome. But I do have disguise kits in my inventory. And I'm wondering if it needs to be, I can sneak in there dressed like a kobold with.
Or even dressed like raiders.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to pass for a raider, but you guys might. And we could, it's a big enough camp possibly that we might not get any, if we do go in there dressed like them, that we might not get any attention, or we'll get less likely to be noticed. And we're under the cover of night, that we might be able to get in there and free the prisoners and escape. Because that's, at this point, that's what Nighthill wants, right? That's his top priority.
Yeah, it was making sure that those people that got taken are returned to their families, and then secondary was, getting information and retrieving loot. But that's kind of a very distant.
Okay. Um, how much gold? Because I haven't been adding, I don't think, to my gold after we've been looting stuff.
We've got like a total of 8 gold. I don't know, but
You guys have probably got around 40 or so.
would we want to? So going off just riffing off this idea, would we want to just walk in disguise, or would we want to be hauling a cart? Cause do you have charm person, Trent?
I do.
Because we have this raider that's still in the keep, and I wonder if you could charm him, and he could speak to the guards, or whoever the kobolds are at the watchtower, and we don't say shit, and we just walk into the camp. Maybe we're hauling the cart or something, and then maybe go to work that way.
Okay. Yeah, that would. I mean, I'd wait until we got to the camp to charm them because that only lasts an hour.
Oh yeah.
But we wouldn't. I don't think we'd be there longer than an hour because sun would come up. I'm thinking. I'm thinking this could work. I really do think this could work.
Yeah. The only. I don't know what other. This is a pretty good idea. I mean, it's the best idea we've got.
Because we want to avoid gaining the attention of the entire camp. So I think this could be a good way to do this. Now the cart. What are we going to do with the cart? Just load it up with prisoners, or what?
Yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe that's because I wonder if you could.
Because if they haven't unloaded the cart yet from when the other character brought it back, the guy that we had captured and brought it back to the keep, if they haven't unloaded that cart yet, we can just bring it back.
Yeah, I wonder if that would be because I'm not. Yeah.
But at the same time, what are we going to use it for? Like load it up with prisoners and then bring them back?
No,
Or
yeah,
if
yeah.
we're walking, I mean, we don't need to do that.
I guess to me it was just like adding to the disguise, because I mean we could go back and say we're from the rear guard, and we could then tell the cultists that are guarding the prisoners, like Cyanrath requests that these prisoners be taken to the west to the watchtower or something, and then we take them or something. So maybe we talk our way into removing them, or we find if they're all pooled in one place that we could just sneak them out, maybe. But if we got caught, maybe that's what we say. We say Cyanrath requests that these, like, we take them out in chains.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. So we don't need the cart then, right?
No, fuck the cart.
So I say we head back and we kind of stop off at the.
This is some ballsy ass shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but it's good. It gives us a better chance than just running in there and wrecking shit. You know what I mean? Like that we will last so long, and we need some kind of strategy if we're gonna get into the camp at all. So.
All right. So
I
Chugs
think Burnsy would be down for it because it's all about rescuing the people.
All right. So
one other idea. Okay. This is all right. So I'm digging this plan. If we charm this guy when we get there, and he talks our way in, says we're from the rear guard, and then we just walk into the camp. We don't need to say like we're from the rear guard. We need prisoners. We could just say, or I don't know, whatever. The other thing is Jesus, Chugs is slow as shit, but I mean he could certainly cause. He could almost cause a distraction and attack that watchtower by himself. Maybe even ring the alarm bell so that enemies start pulling that way.
But if it's nightfall, if they're already sleeping, that could wake up enemies and add extra. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
If they're sleeping, if it's at night, I don't think we need the distraction. If this were a daytime thing, then yeah, sure. But I don't think that we need it right now.
All right, I'm willing to try it. Oh man, this makes Chug super nervous because he's like he doesn't. It's hard for him to wrap his head around being.
Play it cool, Chugs. Don't ruin this for us.
Sefri, what do you think about all this?
I'm anxious to go check the place out firsthand.
All right. And then we turn around and Bushman's like off shopping at Deckard's.
Mm-mm.
Oh, he's not here to defend himself from it, so
All right. So we are going
What he should do, he should come back and he has sequin pants.
So-
his only stipulation was that he didn't come back and he was wearing no pants.
it's very true.
So Trent can look like a kobold. What about Chugs, who's a dwarf?
There, within the cultists and raiders, you did see a handful of dwarves, so it wouldn't be necessarily out of place, you think? It is more rare than a human, but in this case, but it's not like they're gonna point at you
No. Okay.
and know just
So
because you're
could
a
we-
dwarf.
Could we just say, like, if there's any bodies around town or the bodies we killed at the rear guard, like, maybe we take some of their clothes for, like, me, Sefri, and Bushman,
Uh-huh.
and we dress up as raiders, and then Trent could be a kobold, and then we take the other raider that's in the keep right now. This is interesting. Let's do it.
Okay.
Chugs is
so-
gonna feel a little bit of stubble coming on. He's gonna quickly find a mirror and just shave it to make sure he's baby faced and human looking.
All right.
That's fucking canon too. He's got to do that every now and then.
All right, so you're gonna go and hurry back to the location where you took out the rear guard and take some of their clothing and stuff to put on to kind of disguise yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're gonna take that raider that's being protected in the keep.
Okay. So yeah, this guy who is still he should probably be back at his health.
All right.
Take that marker off. Okay.
So, just to riff off of the other idea too of like starting a fight between the two groups, is that
I think that's a contingency plan if we
Okay.
need to. Because I think that our best bet would be entering the camp through the kobold side and kind of working our way along the southern wall or southern side of the ravine or the whatever this valley, I guess. I think that would be our best bet, and that way, if anything goes wrong, we'll have a better chance of fooling the kobolds because I don't think that they are necessarily as smart as the raiders and the cultists and stuff like that.
yeah.
So if things go south with that, then we can try other means. You know, like if they see through us, we can try to persuade them, or we can try to bribe them.
One other idea then. Would we want do we want to chain up Bushman as a prisoner and say we're or because I don't want to bring a townsperson, but chain him up and say we need to take him to the prisoner quarters, and then we get led there because if it's gonna be dark and they're sleeping somewhere, we're not gonna know which hut they're in, right? So maybe we get directed to there.
So sorry, tell me again why we would put Bushman as a prisoner.
Or well, because my thought is if we're gonna get there, and if there's a presumption that there's a quarters that these people are sleeping in, we don't know which hut they're all in, right? So if we
Yeah.
have a prisoner and say we need to go to the prisoner quarters, which way is it?
Mm-hmm.
And then someone points us to it. We're not searching around in the dark.
Let's do it. I like that. And all right, so not it.
Well, I mean, Chugs will let you do it to him.
Well, no, Bushman. That was the idea, is to let Bushman do it.
All right. So you
I mean, he
guys,
doesn't need a weapon, right? Motherfucker can fight with his fists.
No, we just won't close the shackles all the way. We'll do it Chewbacca style when they first get to the Death Star.
Because what we don't want to bring another townsperson that could be a prisoner.
No. I like that idea. That's good.
All right. Then Fuck, that's crazy. Let's do it. I'm gonna go get my.
Here's a question: am I gonna be called out for not having a dog face like a kobold? Like,
Well,
I should.
I think you should probably. Well, I should probably roll your disguise check for you,
Okay.
and then you'll put on a disguise as best as you can, and imagine yourself as looking like a kobold, and
Okay.
and you'll find out when you put it to the test, I guess.
If I use minor illusion, can I make it look as though I have a kobold face on my face? Can that work?
I think you
Is it-
probably can, although it won't move. Like I don't think
Okay.
you can move things with minor illusion, so
Yeah, it won't move with me. Okay.
like if you talk or something it won't do anything. You'll be like your ventriloquist kobold.
Okay.
Um
I mean, I could always not talk, but then again, like I've got pretty high persuasion, so I want to be able to use that.
let's see. Minor
I could-
illusion.
I could wrap my face and then use minor illusion to create the sound of a kobold's voice. Or
You
a
could do
helm.
that.
Wear some kind of helm that is. Or I could just get super gory and just cut the head off one of those fucking things and put it on.
You'd just be a little bit taller of a kobold with like big shoulders that are sitting on top of your head. You could do that too.
All right. What's the ability check for? Your disguise?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know if I'm confident with that.
Can I gift my inspiration?
Oh, I'll make the disguise check for you, so you don't. So it's kind of hidden, so you're not like. I mean, you can do one pretty much.
I thought that was my. I thought that you rolled that for me. That was just my insight check for what's his name.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah. So that was sorry. Yeah, that was your insight check. So I'll roll your disguise. There's Bernsey here. So you do have a disguise kit or a costume.
I do. I have I have a ton of them actually. I think I could
Okay.
track. I have. Let me see. I have 3 costumes.
Okay. All right, you assemble what you have from your costumes and have some kind of some paint that you put on to the exposed parts of your skin to kind of look a little bit more like a reddish, scaly hue, and then you were you going to use? Well, how long does minor illusion last?
It's a cantrip, so I can keep casting it as often as I need to. But
Oh, okay.
it is. Let's see.
Okay, it lasts for 1 minute. So
Yeah.
just every minute you'll have to have like a nervous twitch as a kobold and just kind of like cast it on yourself again.
Come on.
All right, so you then use the minor illusion to create like the snout unmoving, or were you going to use that for the voice?
It depends on whether or not I can get a hold of a helm or something like that, because I may not need to give the image of a face.
You could potentially get like a hooded robe, but then it would kind of cover up, or like kind of like a cloak and a hood or something maybe.
Mm,
But it's up to you.
Shit. I'm tired. I don't know if I'm thinking right. I'll just get like a toilet paper tube for a snout, and then
Smart. Smart.
Man, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Do you think I should make my voice available, or what?
Well, hopefully the raider does all the talking that you charm.
Yeah.
Or the other option is we're all raiders and you're a prisoner.
Yeah, but then I won't be able to use persuasion for anything.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, most importantly, could you make it look like your tongue's been cut off, so you can't talk?
well, that's the thing with minor illusion. I can create sound, so I could, I guess, is that something I can do, Dave? Can I make it sound like I'm talking as a kobold?
Uh-huh.
Well, okay, so I could do that. It's just if they look too closely at me. I mean, you know what? I'll just wrap my face up, and if anyone asks about it, I'll just say I was injured, and this is one of the prisoners we took after that battle.
Oh,
Okay.
bandage you? Like stuff something on your mouth and bandage you up?
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty. So you're dressed up as a kobold with a bandaged face, and then you guys, were you gonna use Bushman as a prisoner then?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're also wearing the stuff you picked up off the guys.
This is gonna be interesting.
Hold on, let me.
Oh, they're all gone. Oh, look what Dave did. How did you do that so fast?
I was doing some of it while you guys were discussing your plan.
All right, so
Alright. So yeah, those
This
are
is
all
a-
the people that you see. Are you guys back up north again of the camp?
like northwest, probably to the tower.
Okay. To the first tower there.
Yeah, I'd say we swing wide and go left as close as we can, or I guess cut between the tower and these kobolds that are here.
Yeah, I see the prisoners. They're all to the south. If you look towards where they were cutting the deers, they're to the west of that.
Okay.
When we go down, how are we getting down in there?
Guess we're just walking like we're just part of this camp.
Yeah, you the main way, just walk up, or you could, sneak down the side of the cliff here by climbing down if you wanted to.
I say we just walk in like we were part of this place. Because that's the shtick.
Now that we're back and see a different layout, would there be any reason to try to sneak around and get that isolate? Well, I don't know if we could.
Let me see.
That's too close. And speak to that isolated guy.
Oh, the monk.
Fuck, man, if this thing goes wrong, I mean, it looks like we might be able to fight our way through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We could probably do that unless they call for more guys, but it looked like we could. Yeah, if things go bad. All right, so I guess we just walk to the northwestern tower. I imagine someone's gonna come up and ask us a question, and we'll have the charmed raider tell us to point us to where the prisoners are.
Oh, that's right. Let me bring him out for you.
Let me see, because if we have to go to the monk guy, if we go south, there's all those drakes there. I mean, if we look like these people, we're not going to be stopped, right? Because like Dave was saying, people are just milling about in and out. People are arriving to the camp, so they're seeing just other folks coming in. We could just walk right up to the prisoners, and let me see, the prisoners are. Is that 150 feet the plateau to the west of the prisoners, Dave?
No, it's more like, I'd say it's more like 30-ish to 40-ish feet.
Could they scale down it without injury?
Actually, let me see how many spaces are on it. Yeah, so it's like 30 feet or so. Could you guys scale down it? Or
Could the prisoners?
yeah, they could definitely climb it if they had to. There's all along the sides of the plateau. There's a lot of handholds and loose and like rocks and places that you can use to climb over pretty easily.
So maybe we just walk up there. There's only 3 cultists in the nearby area, and we just scale the people down the plateau rather than trying to walk them back out. And then if we go and grab the monk, we're gonna have to deal with the drakes.
So scaling down behind them isn't an option.
No, it is. Like if we scale the prisoners down to the west off that plateau,
Mm-hmm.
we could get them out of there. And then maybe fight our way to the guy that's chained up.
Leia just woke up again. I don't know how long this is going to take.
Alright.
I'll get back to you.
Okay, they're not down in something. They're up on top of something.
Who are you talking about?
I keep losing my map. Can't tell what's up and what's down.
This whole camp is like a valley, and then the plateaus are up on the outside. So you guys are up on top of like a plateau, looking down in over the camp.
Okay,
Oh, so if they
they would have to climb up out of.
Yes.
Oh, they would have to climb up. Well, I mean, we could let them climb up, and then we fight, and we hold the ground while they escape. Chugs would be down for that.
Yeah, just pull a like a fighting retreat and into the night if you had to.
Yeah. Let's do it. I hope he comes back soon.
Grab something quick.
This might be it for me.
Yeah. All right.
That's what Trent said.
Yeah, I think people are going to bed here too.
What did he say? She woke up crying. Oh, it's a good plan.
We can. I think we can definitely start off with the plan of action here next time.
Yeah. Alright, so it sounds like the plan will be we walk in like it's not a weird thing. We say we're taking this one of the prisoners. And then if that goes well, we just walk down there and maybe we have to distract the cultist that's there guarding them. And we see about unshackling the other prisoners. They scale up the plateau as we fight off people that are coming to attack. Okay?
Yeah. Sounds like a deal.
Alright. It's so interesting because I wonder what the book says people would do. Like, the right way to handle the situation is
to put a toilet paper tube on your face like a kobold.
Alright.
Okay, I guess we will join you guys next time as you execute this plan to see if it pays off or if it
Oh, Lord.
gets you in any trouble.
Alright, man.
All right, well, you guys have a good night, and I'll schedule the next one for next week.
Alright, cool.
Bye.
All right.
Alright. See
You
you
guys
guys.
have a good night.
Oh, hey David.
Yeah?
Just a heads up. Next week, are you thinking potentially Thursday?
I mean, we can do it anytime then. Like usually, I had said like Wednesday, Thursday, but then we kind of pushed it to later, like Thursday. Now we're doing Fridays, so anytime within that like latter half of the week. I mean, we can kind of figure out what everyone's best day is.
Okay, I already know I'm gonna be in New Jersey Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, okay.
that, Durham, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Okay. Do you know what time you leave on Friday? Like, would Thursday night be a problem if we went late?
No, not at all.
Okay. So I'll try and schedule it for. I'll ask maybe like Wednesday, Thursday. See if we could get it a little earlier
Okay.
next week. But we'll see. We'll see what everyone's schedule is. We can always skip a week if we need to.
Oh, all right.
Oh yeah. All right.
All right.
See
right.
y'all.
Good night.
Bye.